Tillite deposit. Tillites are basically glacial deposits, glacial sediments. In India also, in Karnataka, tillite deposits are there. So how can Karnataka have glacial deposits? Continental drift theory. So you tell me, it was given by Wegener, right? So what he said, first of all, there was a large landmass called as Pangaea. All landmasses were united in the large single landmass called as Pangaea, and the remaining water body surrounded it called as Panthalassa. So around 250 million years ago, that Pangaea broke into two land masses called as Laurasia and Gondwana land. Now that Laurasia and Gondwana land, in between them there was formation of Tethys Sea. Further, these land masses broke into several land masses and they drifted away from each other. This is how he is explaining the present day distribution of land and ocean. All these tectonic theories are explaining present day distribution of land and ocean. Okay? So he is giving two forces in support of, we can say, first of all we will see the forces. Okay? What forces he had mentioned? He first gave pole fleeing force or buoyancy. Pole fleeing force, so, or polar fleeing force. What do you understand by this? The land masses are fleeing the poles and moving towards the equator, largely because of buoyancy and rotation of earth. So let's imagine that all these land masses are floating on the water, imagine. And if the body is moving or rotating, what will happen to the, let's say, solid parts? They will be moving away from the axis because of centrifugal force, and when they are moving away from away from the axis, they will move from pole towards the equator. Basically this is polar fleeing force. अब देखिए, ये आपको शायद फाउंडेशन बैच में ऐसे एक्सप्लेन नहीं किया होगा कि क्या था ये पोलर फ्लिंग फोर्स. इमेजिन हो रहा है ये कि सॉलिड कहां जाएगा, सेंट्रीफ्यूगल फोर्स की वजह से ये टुवर्ड्स इक्वेटर जाएगा, buoyancy. Then that's why most of the continents including Indian plate, it moved towards the equator. African continent, it moves towards the equator, right? Now tidal force, second force, this was giving westward movement to the continents. ठीक है, ये क्या था, इक्वेटर वर्ड, टुवर्ड्स इक्वेटर. This was westward. Tidal, in terms of geography, tidal force is basically gravitational force of attraction among different celestial bodies. उसको tidal force बोलते हैं. ठीक है, ये क्लासिकल टर्म है. ठीक है, टाइड्स वाला वो कॉन्सेप्ट यहाँ नहीं है. टाइड्स जो है हम बोलते हैं ओशन की वजह से जो टाइड्स होते हैं, बट द रूट कॉज फॉर दोस टाइड्स इज ऑल्सो force of attraction, gravitational force of attraction. Basically that is called as tidal force. Okay, so here also by tidal force he is meaning the force of attraction by moon and sun, and he is saying that the continents are moving towards west, like the southern America broke from Gondwana land and moved towards west. North America broke from Angara land or simply Laurasia, move towards the west. तो ये उन्होंने forces बताए, although he was criticized on these forces only. Why? Because it was found that they are inadequate forces to move such large land masses on the earth. अब उन्होंने क्या किया है, उन्होंने दिए हैं evidences. This was largely promising. Okay, forces से ज़्यादा evidences promising लग रहे थे, इसलिए ये एक्सेप्ट की गई थी थ्योरी. ठीक है, सो एविडेंसेस, मैचिंग ऑफ कॉन्टिनेंट, जिग्स ऑफ इट, लाइक दिस वन, लुक एट दिस, मैचिंग ऑफ कॉन्टिनेंट्स, जिग्स ऑफ इट, exactly matching all the coastlines. So that's why it was felt that sometime in the past they may be part of larger one continent or larger land body. Second, placer deposits of Ghana and Brazil. So it has been found the placer deposits in Ghana, gold deposits, but the source rock is located in Brazil. ठीक है, तो इसलिए ऐसा बोलते हैं कि ये कहीं ना कहीं ब्राजील यहाँ पर था और फिर ये डिपॉजिट्स बने हैं, फिर ब्राजील चला गया, ठीक है। देन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ फॉसिल्स, प्लांट्स एंड एनिमल्स, लाइक ग्लासोप्टेरिस is one of the, let's say, aquatic plant, and its fossils are found in all continents of Gondwana land. Or the animals like marsupials or Mesosaurus, ये देखिए Mesosaurus, it is found in these continents, or fossil fuels of a reptile called as Lestrosaurus. So from that also we understand that they were once together, or we can say that continent. Then other, let's say, evidences are also there. For example, tillite deposit. Tillites are basically glacial deposits, glacial sediments. In India also, in Karnataka, tillite deposits are there. So how can Karnataka have glacial deposits? So in geological past, either during glacial age or ice age, ice must have been there in Karnataka, or this continent itself, landmass itself must have been in polar region. दो रीजन हो सकते हैं. तो पहला तो पॉसिबिलिटी नहीं है ना, ट्रॉपिकल एरियाज में भी आइस एज में ग्लेशिएशन नहीं था, ठीक है. इतना एक्सटेंसिव ग्लेशिएशन नहीं था कि वो ट्रॉपिकल एरिया में भी ग्लेशिएशन करे आइस एज में. ओके, एंड दैट्स व्हाई दैट possibility is ruled out. That's why second possibility, that Indian landmass, peninsular landmass, moved from polar region to the present day equatorial region. So that is accepted, we can say that movement of continents. Okay, so this is continental drift theory.